missed that.
Yay!
What is going on?
Nice.
How
Monday
you doing?
night.
Hopefully you are having a great Monday, and now
Yes.
you're going to have an almost good, better one. Hey, it's Sketchy Live episode, or season 5, episode 7.
7.
I am Johnny Jalopy, and with me is always the lovely, the talented, the beautiful, feeling better, honoring as ever, the ity-B.
That's my job.
The ity-B.
That's my job.
So, how are you feeling?
So, I'm good.
Good. Yeah.
Little bit of nasal stuffiness.
Little bit, but you
I
you
have
bounced back.
sailed through. Yeah, I'm super
Sailing.
happy. It was very mild. What are you drawing?
We're gonna do a little, a real simple sketch because you and I both need to get some sleep.
Yes, we do.
But we didn't want to let you guys down out there in sketchy land.
We didn't.
So we showed. How many people we got showed up already?
25.
Hey, that's a good start. So we just didn't want to give up on you guys because we felt a little under the weather and a little tired. So we're gonna do something a little fast. I know you're probably bored of always seeing these little profile drawings, but I think there's some fun stuff to learn and watch. If you're a drawer along with me, and if it's your first time, welcome to Sketchy Live. We do this every Monday night, 9:30. Pretty much, I don't think we've missed one. Even there's a lot of stuff been going on, and
you missed one this year.
Oh, it's because I was gone though.
Yes.
So that's a good excuse. I was out in the hobby desert. Yep. Working on a project for Full Custom Garage TV show,
which we're going to talk about a little bit later.
Yes, there's some stuff going on in the Mojave we want to talk about. But hey, welcome to Sketchy Live.
You get started. Let me tell you who we've got on, and then we'll get into some discussion.
You got it, Toyota.
All righty. We've got Vocho Bolton joining us.
What is
That's
that?
A new name.
That is a new name.
Is it your first time?
No, it's been my name all the time.
No, I mean joining us. Michael Allen said, "Hey guys, made it. Welcome, sir."
Well, thanks for coming in.
Michael Allen actually checked in on our pop-in earlier. So
nice, Michael Allen.
Glad he's here.
What it?
Matt Bunce, you must have the night off.
Matavius Buntus.
He says, "Hello, everyone."
That is his gladiator
name. Jim Hollins joining us. Hello, everyone, from Hobo's Hot Rod Garage.
Not everybody gets a gladiator name.
In Horseheads, New York.
Here we go.
It's a lot of H's.
It's a Horsehead, New York.
Welcome, Jim. Jim's got some pretty cool metal rolling. No, bead rolling.
It's bead rolling.
Bead rolling. Operations going on up there, and he makes things of metal. I still want to get myself. He was doing those.
A bead roller?
No. He was doing those flowers. Remember
those
the metal flowers?
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Those were cool. James Olchin is joining us. Jim O from Lincoln, Nebraska. It's 19 degrees here right now. Good evening. Wow. Little chilly. Our warmer weather is finally coming back down here in Florida. What are you doing?
I don't know. We got weird shit going on.
Oh, geez.
Let's bring it back.
All right. Wrangle it in.
Back. Here we go. Let's try this uno mo.
We've got Paul Marziani joining us. Hello, sir.
What's going on?
Mike Ferrucci, evening, guys and gals, keeping it sketchy. Mike, as always, a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. Russ Randall tuning in from Great Bend, New York. Did you happen to catch Russ's post recently? It was a woman who had on sunglasses and she caped her head to protect herself from the birds. But then there was like this paper plate thing out from her chin, and it was, or like maybe in front of her nose, but it was a bird feeder that she was wearing.
Okay.
And then the birds landed right here and ate, and she got to see them up close. I want to try it.
Until they shit on your face.
Russ is going to fashion one of these for Peggy, and she's going to wear it, and he's going to film it, and
all right. Well, that doesn't
then I'll do
sound
it.
too scary whatsoever.
And then I'll do it. So if it works, you mean to make me one?
Yeah, you can. You're pretty, ingenious for yourself.
I am pretty handy.
So you could probably build your own.
Howard Pierpont is joining us. Welcome, sir. Always a pleasure to have you on the broadcast as well. He is checking in at 42, or he said it was 42 at 11 a.m. Now at showtime. Oh, well, it's not 11 a.m. where you're at in Greeley, Colorado. He says 42 at 11 a.m., 11 now at showtime in Greeley, Colorado. I don't know what that means.
Neither. Maybe it's 11 degrees.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it is. Yeah, 11 now at showtime. Maybe that's right.
Yeah.
Lou Linder Jr., he said, hello, guys, back in Bensalem, Pennsylvania.
What's going on?
Glad you are home safe. Oh, he put a sad face, though. Guess he doesn't want to be back in Bensalem.
Oh.
Bob McLaren's joining us. He says, hello.
How are we doing?
Welcome from the 51st state. Bob McLaren joining us from southern New Jersey. Mike Smith is joining us. Hey, Central Wisconsin checking in. Welcome, sir.
Ooh, I don't like that. Oh.
Mike Ferrucci said the infamous ity-B. So infamous doesn't mean infamous.
No,
like non-famous.
No, are you trying to quote from Three Amigos?
I don't know.
It means he's more than famous. He's infamous.
Michael Woods with an S
What's
is joining us. Hello from South Salem, Ohio.
A lot of Salems.
Welcome.
All right.
Jacob Pena's joining us. Hey, from Texas. Texas
Oh,
Trash
nice.
V-dubs.
What's going on, Texas?
Welcome. Lizzie Daughtry. Hello, you two. So, Johnny, what are you singing tonight? LOL. Yes.
Right.
So Johnny posted it, and I posted it years ago.
It's from a long, long time ago.
It's probably like a 2009 video.
Probably.
I would say.
But I was just being nostalgic the other morning or other night and was thinking of my dad, and I wrote that song for him.
So go check out Johnny's page to see the video of him singing the song that he wrote for his dad years ago. Or you can look on my page as well. But yep, fantastic voice. He has not picked up the guitar in quite some time. I'm hoping that with me learning the ukulele that maybe he'll pick it up again and we can jam together.
Two musicians in one place is too much. So.
Hi, I think we would make
I think I'm okay.
Mittens and Steve me.
Yeah, I'm good.
He doesn't want to play with me.
I prefer not to.
Chris Marana is joining us.
Hey,
welcome, sir. Kevin Byron, hey from Elizabeth County, County, I'm guessing.
Sure, it's not Colorado.
Oh, maybe it is Colorado. Maybe it's Colorado. Elizabeth, Colorado. I think there is an Elizabeth, Colorado. Chris, I think, is the one who lives down the street from my brother. Chris, is that you?
You just said Colorado.
No, the other guy, Chris Marana, who I said first. I'm pretty sure that that's the Chris that just bumped into my brother. So my brother Steve is going to be coming out. He gets here Friday, actually, with his kids, and just bumped into Chris, which I believe lives on his same street.
If you were looking to murder him, you know when he's coming.
Right. The McCoys are joining us. Brian and Lisa McCoy. Hello from a hot and humid Maurice, Louisiana.
Yeah, it was humid today.
I wasn't outside today.
It was hot and humid outside.
It looks so nice, though. I told you earlier that it felt like really nice. Well, that was more evening time.
Yeah, the weather could have turned a little bit.
Kevin Johnson tuning in from Hudwis. Ready to get sketchy, he says. Steve Sutherland joining us. Firebird Trans Am, new design for 2024 PTC. I bet you it's nice. 2024? We're a little ahead of the game for that, but that sounds fun.
I think, yeah.
What?
Read what he wrote again.
Firebird Trans Am, new design for 2024 PTC.
What does PTC mean?
I don't know. PT Cruiser? PTC. Is it a PT? No. What does PTC mean?
I don't know, Beth. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, Steve, what are you referring to then?
I think he's asking maybe if we draw one or come up with a design.
Maybe.
because there is no more Pontiac.
Oh, there isn't? Oh, what happened?
It's been gone forever.
Really?
Where you been?
I guess back with the Bonneville. I don't know.
That's about
Was that the last one?
probably.
Dan Reed is joining us. Federal Way, Washington. Welcome. Ron Baker. Finally, my stuff looking more tunes. Love the warp on Procreate.
Nice.
Do you haven't used Procreate?
I don't use
That's
Procreate.
Is that the Apple?
It's mainly Apple. Yeah.
Is it? Mike Quilliams joining us. Good evening. Welcome, sir. Thanks for joining us. We've got Randy Lindahl. Good evening. Copped Top Dub.
Nice.
He says. Howard Pierpont said 30 plus degrees drop in 8 hours. So yeah, it did drop all the way to 11 degrees. Wow. Mike Williams is joining us from Alabama, he says.
Nice.
We have some other Alabama watchers tonight as well.
Sweet home.
John Chafin is joining us. Hello. Chris said, yep, that's me. I knew it. I knew the name.
Well, hey, neighbor.
Right? Neighbor of my brother. Martin Ayers, what happened to the space junkie? Question marks.
What do you mean? What happened to
because there is the 1.0 and then there's the 2.0 and then you had referred in your post on Ian's post.
There's the 1.0
1.0
and then there's the 2.0 and that's the new released. Just made it at the Daryl Strawberry show. The 1.5.
You almost said Daryl Strawberry.
Yeah, it's Daryl Starbird.
Starbird. So that was a 1.5.
That's the 1.5.
And what is the 1.5? You did explain it and I read it, but I don't remember it.
You probably did read it.
I did too. It was something about
the original car is Space Junkie 1.
Right.
Ian decided, hey, I want to do something different.
Right.
So the body was pulled off Space Junkie 1. The engine and transmission was pulled out of Space Junkie 1 and set aside.
Mm-hmm.
Then we took the chassis from Space Junkie 1 and built a whole new car on that chassis.
To the 2.0.
That's Space Junkie 2.0. That's the bubble top.
Okay.
The sick one. Then someone bought, I think his name is Jeremy Jones, I believe is his name, I could be wrong, bought the body and motor. And then he got together with Ian and they built a whole new chassis, put the body on it. And then he's actually a fabricator and has got a company that does all kinds of crazy stuff. So he took it back after having him and Ian kind of messing with it a little bit.
Right.
And finished it. And that's now Space Junkie 1.5. Because it's not 2.0 because it's still Space Junkie 1, body, engine, and wheels too. I think he took it the original wheels to it as well.
So one car, 3 mashups.
Yeah, there's no longer Space Junkie 1 anymore.
Oh. That
car is 2 cars now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. So that is what happened to Space Junkie.
Yeah, I was like, and I was just sitting there because there's as part of the team. I want to say I think I'm part of the team.
Yeah.
Because I designed quite a bit of that car. I didn't design all of it because it was a lot of stuff. Eric jumped in and did some stuff. Mark Hayward had a hand. Of course, Ian on his own did some design work on it. But the main concept came from my brain. And so seeing this whole new hype on Space Junkie 1.5 makes you go, what happened to 2.0? Because 2.0 never made it to show.
Right.
It made it in a magazine. It got on Barrett Jackson. It did make it to SEMA.
It
did make it to SEMA.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is a pretty big deal. It did sit in SEMA. So that was cool. And people got to see it at SEMA. Unfortunately, other than me just showing up and being there, I wasn't really a part of.
It has to do with the owner of the car. If the owner of the car is not involved with showing it, it's not going to get shown.
So that's the great thing about this guy who bought the body and the engine is already it's done and it's made its first show. So that car, Ian's original design, body spent 8, 9, 10 years building and customizing is now going to be seen even more spruced up and repaint. It's repainted.
Nice.
Whole new color scheme on it now. Nod back to the old. But a lot of this guy went off on the car. I mean, there's a lot of crazy details that I'm sure Ian, had he had the money and the budget and the time, would have loved to have done all the stuff that this guy's done, which is great.
Right.
But a lot of his own, this guy took a lot of his own design elements and did a lot of his own stuff. So it's a beautiful car. I mean, he did a phenomenal job. I mean, it looks fantastic.
Show worthy.
For sure. Sure.
I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of it.
Yeah, so hopefully it will.
Maybe it will inspire the owner of 2.0.
That would be cool because,
Yeah,
as far as I know, it was sold at Barrett Jackson and it now resides in that gentleman's collection, or I'm assuming gentlemen. I apologize for ladies by my assumption. But it's sitting in someone's collection. And hopefully, the good news about that, even though it's in someone's collection and it's put away somewhere, it's still together.
Right.
It didn't get parted, it didn't get thrown away, or didn't get like the body didn't get hung up on a wall somewhere and then the chassis thrown away or something. The car is still intact as far as I know.
Good. We've got Mama Wood joining us. Hi, Mom and Tim in the house. Love
Hey,
you,
Mom.
babies. Love to the JJ Army. We love you guys.
Love you too.
Ron Baker said bad internet connection today. Ron, I don't know if that's on your end or on ours, but
hopefully not ours.
Yeah, hopefully we're okay.
Yeah.
Chris said that he met Stephen at the cigar lounge.
Oh, nice.
Cigar fans, nice.
Nice.
Dale Renner's joining us. Hey, Land O'Lakes checking in after too long away.
Yeah,
Dale
super
Renner,
runner
where have you
arounder.
been?
Boy, oh boy, that pink car is getting some
goodness.
action.
Sure is.
Good for you, man. It's so cool that you got that thing out there and it's being seen. It's another beautiful.
He's already getting set up for Gator Nationals.
Yeah.
He's the one who posted.
Yeah. So
the time, what do you call it? Countdown begins.
Yeah. So I hope to make that thing as well. My buddy in Art and I usually go see that. Go to the drags. You went one year.
I did years ago. I'm going to zoom in on what you're doing here so people can see some of the details. Robert Spears joining us. Welcome, sir.
We're going super sketchy on this one.
You are going super sketchy. Draco said, looking good tonight. I'm going to hang in as long as I can. Welcome, sir. Always a pleasure having you on.
So, yeah, a lot of the, so I don't know
you guys,
if anybody caught Ian posted. Looks like he's in a little bit of a dilemma design-wise as far as do we go with what him and I came up with and it was really he wanted to do the camper or the panel thing, and then of course we started messing around with the chop and stuff, and then the coupe showed up and it looks freaking cool as shit.
And he doesn't know which way to go.
He doesn't know which way to go. I think I'm partial too, as much as I think the delivery thing is cool and it was fun to be, at least I was part of coming up with ideas of how we're going to pull that off. I think the chop with the coupe and stuff just looks really cool. So
I'm sure you'll be a little bit more involved.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm grateful for what I got to be a part of. So
Kevin Johnson said he's loving the sketch for tonight, tearing it up. Yeah, these are always fun little ones that he does. I love the whole surf theme that he does. You have quite a few.
Yeah.
Of the surfboard stuff, and
it's because I always dreamed of being able to surf and never could.
Really? Did you always want to surf?
Yeah, I always wanted to.
Stephen Taylor wants to know why ity-B looks like a thug. LOL. Well,
because what you don't know is
ity-B
is a thug.
I love the beanie, and I'm a little chilly tonight again, as I was last Monday. Getting over a sickness, and I think last Monday was the start of my sickness because I was freezing. So I put on my Sketchy Live sweatshirt tonight.
I did have a question for you.
What's my question?
Are you down with the sickness?
I am down with the sickness. Robert Spears said thug life.
Yeah, that's thug wife. Thug wife.
You know what? I can hold my own. I may not be physically abusive, but I can verbally abuse.
Oh, you're a verbalist with the best of them.
We were just talking to my daughter the other day.
My therapist really could
about her getting a car, and she said, "Oh, John, I'd like you to come with me to go get a car." And he's like, "You don't need me. You need her." He points to me because I will not take
no for an answer.
No, I will not take their answer. I'm taking my answer, and that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah. How'd that work out for you in all your purchases?
Pretty good, actually.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Michael Williams said Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Saturn, Geo, all gone. Wow. Yeah. And he said, "You mean there's two of me, and I'm in New York and Alabama all at once? Wow." Is there? Did I say you were from the wrong spot? Martin Iyer said, "Thank you." Gary Miller said, "Hello to you and the missus from Nashville."
Well, welcome. Hey, man. We'd love to. Man, someday I'd like to go to Nashville.
I know. Michael Garrow said, when you going to be back on full custom? Again, working on it.
Yeah, we just filmed. I got back 2 months ago.
It was last month.
Oh, it seems like 2 months ago. This month's almost over.
It is.
So it was 2 months ago. But yeah, filmed out in the Mojave, filmed some parts of the episodes. I don't really know what the storyline's going to be with this one.
It keeps changing.
It really
so
keeps changing.
We'll have to see where it goes. Dale Renner said, Paul Marziani doing good. Hope to get back down to see you soon. Okay, those two have a little side hustle going on. Howard Pierpont said, there are two brothers that bought the rights to Trans Am. It was on Motor Trend last night. The repurpose, a new Camaro may be repeated sometime. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen.
Did you see that?
Yeah, well, no, I've seen, but I've seen. There's a company that's been making, where they repurpose the Camaro and then they build basically the Firebird Trans Ams.
Okay.
So, and the kit looks really good. So,
Randy Lindahl said, I like the chopped top over panel.
Yeah, yeah.
Stephen Taylor wants to know if I'll be singing 80s gangster rap instead of Bon Jovi. Perhaps.
Just like the Super Bowl.
Perhaps. Joe Lombardo said, Jersey girls don't get cold, do they? This Jersey girl has not been in Jersey in 31 years.
Yeah, you're pretty much fluoridized.
Yeah, pretty much. Robert Spears said, ity-B watched the halftime show and now's a thug.
yeah. That's exactly what happened. She heard that California likes to party.
California. Yeah.
Knows how to party.
No. Devin Rains said, took my daughter to Don Garlis Museum this morning. Great start to the day. And this is a great finish.
Oh, nice.
We love Don Garlis' place. We've been there quite a few times, actually.
Yes. It's a great
In fact,
time.
didn't you just went last year with my brother when he was here?
I did, yes.
Yeah. I haven't been there in quite a while, but we used to do shows there. It was
Bulletproof.
Or
billetproof.
Billetproof, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, it's there every year. We just haven't
haven't gone. I know.
We used to vend there, sell merch and stuff, and it's been quite some time since
it has been
vended anywhere, actually.
Really. Dan Schleisman said, I think Ian should get another bug and build both his and hers. Robert Spears said, please tell me they show. Only money, right? He said, please tell me they show when you crashed Ian's Volkswagen. If I know Brooks, he will work it.
He wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Darn it.
I thought, and what was funny is, I thought maybe we'd do something and talk about it. And unless maybe they filmed it when I wasn't there.
Oh, maybe.
Talking crap.
And then just showed the front end.
Maybe.
We had to kick Johnny
Maybe
out.
that's why he's not here. Yeah.
Kevin Johnson said COPO. What is that?
Copo?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cabana?
Copo.
Gary Miller said, you come to Nashville and I'll show you and your wife a great time. Can't wait to see you and Ian together soon. We would love it.
Well, that'd be awesome. We totally might take you up on that.
It's like drivable.
That is one of those places that we keep, or things that we keep talking about, is people keep inviting us to do stuff.
To go to different
and
places.
we need to go there. We need to go to Maurice.
Yes.
We need to do all this stuff. We really need to make jalopy.
Colorado,
we need to make JalopiCon happen.
Pierpont's been asking us to come out. He told us he has plenty of room. If we came in an RV, we could park the RV right on his property. Gary Miller said, I have a great design for that truck drum rack we talked about. Oh, okay. He was
man.
Yep.
Like I said, I really haven't. It's been almost radio silence been going on for me. So I don't know if it's what's been going on down there in the Mojave, but he's had a lot of stuff going on. He's been traveling too. So
Mike Ferrucci said they're here in Florida too. That the place is called Trans Am Depot.
Oh, okay.
They're also doing the GTO body as well.
Okay, yeah. It's a very cool.
Well, the post before said a 2024. So are they already? I guess they would probably already be working on designs for that stuff.
That's very possible.
Michael Garrow said, "I think you guys would make a great podcast?" ? Yes. We think so as well. And in fact, that's kind of what we're doing. We call ourselves a video video podcast.
Yeah, we try to. I mean, it's kind of like what
it's podcasty. Like what we're doing is podcasty, but then there's also the drawing going on because that's really what Johnny's known for.
So, are you saying that it would be neat just to hear us ramble back and forth about
talk about stuff without the drawing?
Because
I like the drawing.
Well, you like it, but this doesn't give me. You just got done saying. Go back and look at the playback. You didn't say anything last week.
You did not speak at all.
That's what I'm saying. So
you weren't feeling well.
Oh, now, wow. On camera, I get a little bit of slack. 10 minutes ago, yeah, you were sick and you didn't say anything.
You were not feeling well last week, so I carried us, okay?
And there it is.
It was all me. You were nose to the grind.
It was all you.
You were nose to the grind, getting the picture done. We actually have a 51. It's called the 51, and it is a podcast that we attempted. And we had live guests joining us, which is phenomenal. Live guest. Well, the plan was to have live guests.
Yes.
And then we decided to just stick with this on Monday nights. It's, now that we have the video, because at that time we didn't have the video set up for this.
No.
We were only doing...
It was... Well, we had video.
We did, but it was just your screen. It wasn't us on video. It was just Johnny's screen.
Right. And you weren't sure if anybody would even like it that way.
Right.
Which now you're like, oh.
I mean, is there more involved? Absolutely. I mean, hair and makeup alone for me.
Right.
We've got lighting now. We've got a microphone now. We've got headsets, which I want to get different ones.
Right. You talked about that.
Yep. So we're going to do that.
I might get some headsets.
But we're growing. We're growing to a bigger and better podcast setup. But thank you for saying that, because I think there's some really interesting content. Johnny's knowledge of cars alone, he could talk for hours. And then shows he's been to, people he's met. Not to mention the art stuff, not to mention his time with Ian on Full Custom Garage or his time meeting other people. You've got Doug Dorr stories you could share. You've got,
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Milo stories you can share. You've had, all of these interactions with people that I think would be really interesting. And we'd also like to bring in other people. Some of our viewership is insanely talented.
Well, we'd like to bring you guys on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. To have special guests come on that way. So it's all in the works, something that we're going to develop definitely further this year. But pretty excited about it. Robert Spears said the sketch looks sweet. It absolutely does. I'm going to focus in on that for you so you can see it.
Just doing a little bit different technique than I do.
Yeah.
Doing a little sketchier.
James Olchin said, Johnny, I'm jealous of you. I can't draw stick people. Great pick tonight. Love you, Queen ity-B. Aw, thank you. Love you. Lizzie said, for all of you new people, my name is Elizabeth with Elizabeth Handmade Jewelry. She does make some really cool resin jewelry, so go check it out. Please go check her out if you're interested. Thank you very much for the support, she says. Lizzie, we love you. Heather Myers is joining us. The Myers Group. Oh my goodness. The
Myers Group.
This family.
Holy Toledo.
You talk about car lovers. They live on a farm in Illinois. And all of the kids are just so talented. They're little girls with the little videos that they do. And they all take care of their ranch. They've got this farm and animals and just a hardworking family. Heather, welcome. She said, hi guys, we've had bad weather this last week. Sketch looking good. Heather, we hope it slows down there for you and life gets a little easier. I know you probably got your hands full. You've got a lot of property to maintain. So Mike Frucci said, I caught some of the Bantha Milk podcast. Was pretty cool, right?
Well, right on. Well, thanks for heading over there and seeing. And speaking of another podcast.
Yeah.
I'll
get it. I'll get it.
All right.
We're not on camera anyway.
Oh, you're on me? Okay.
Yeah.
All eyes on me. You could hold it up. You're the better camera angle.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get, they sent us some stickers too. So. Okay, so Johnny was on a pod. Did you repost? Did they release the
It's
podcast
not yet. It has not been gone to air yet or released yet. So I think
Okay.
they've got two. From the sounds of it, they had two podcasts or two ones that they had recorded.
Yeah.
That are coming out this week. So maybe it's next week.
Okay. So
I'm
Johnny
sure.
was on
Hopefully they have content that they can share.
He was on a podcast last week with the Custom Couple. It's called the
Custom Couple
podcast.
Yeah.
Actually, why don't you show that over there under your camera?
The Custom,
Couple podcast.
Lane and Sam.
And they sent Johnny t-shirts, actually one for each of us.
Yeah.
Which we
Great
haven't
people.
opened yet.
So these two have been doing a podcast for about a year now. And they talk all things custom culture, music.
Out of Texas?
Out of Texas. I think it's South Texas.
Okay.
But music and the culture itself, art, bands, really cool people.
And isn't she kind of pin-up-y too? So
she
probably
enters in the pinup contests and does that kind of stuff.
So she's got some background in that.
Yeah, and just super cool people. And I was fortunate enough they had me on, and we had a blast.
It was a night I wasn't feeling well.
It was so fun.
And I sat in the chair over here and just listened, and he was talking to these people like they were his best friends from high school.
Oh my God, they were just such cool
super
people.
Down to earth, and they had a lot of fun. So as soon as that comes out and is available, I mean, in the meantime, definitely go check out their podcast. But
yeah, for sure.
We'll let you know when Johnny's interviews
great content, and they're always working on projects, and it was really cool. They just got they together. One of the things they were talking about, something recently they had been doing, is Legos came out with like custom cars they got, and they sat together, and I guess they built these Lego custom cars together, which was fun. So they try to spend a lot of time together. That's something we talked about, is doing a podcast or a thing like this as a couple, and the challenges of it and stuff. So
I remember.
Yeah,
I heard.
So go check them out. When you ask them this question: do you read? And then they'll
laugh.
Know.
Tell them Johnny's in.
Tell them Johnny's in.
But yeah, about the Bantha Milk podcast,
another great podcast that we're
Robert
fortunate
Spear, who's on the broadcast tonight, heads up that Bantha Milk podcast along with his partner. I forget the other guy's name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Whoops. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
And then you turn to me like put me on the spot.
Because I didn't know if you maybe knew off the top of your head. I'm so sorry, because Robert's on a lot. So we talk with him quite a bit. But yeah, and that podcast is all about the Mandalorian.
Well, it's the Star Wars Mandalorian. Podcast. So they talk a lot about the Mandalorian TV show. The Book of Boba Fett just came out, so they were talking about that stuff. But it's all things Star Wars too, and a lot of other stuff too. They don't talk about just Star Wars stuff. But two funny guys. Just it's a great podcast too. I mean, there's all these people, again, doing talented people trying to do creative stuff, and we're huge supporters of that any way that we can. And of course, me, I like to talk, so it was fun to get on there and jibber jabber.
Gary Miller said, "I live in the country on 10 acres, and you can park an RV here anywhere. Think about it, mini vacation." Well, we don't have an RV.
Be careful of what you wish for, because we just might take people up on certain. And so that's something that ity-B and I are going to really work on in either this year or the coming year, is really trying to take people up on these offers that people keep
long making. Weekend trips is what we're going to be all about, right?
Because we just don't do it, not on purpose, or oh, whatever.
Well,
it's just more along the lines of we're just, neither one of us are people that really, This year I have one trip planned. Last year we were booked because we had two things to do over the summer. Right.
So it was, I only get so much time off at work. He gets a little bit more vacation time than me because he's been
working for the same company forever. Yeah.
I have one trip planned for this summer to see my family. Other than that, I'm wide open.
Right.
So we have, I'd like to bookend a weekend, maybe do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday type thing or something, or till Monday. But yeah, we'd like to do something. I
think how this is coming out. It's very sketchy.
People are digging it.
Very sketchy.
And I love the muted color. It looks cool. I like it on the gray. Jeff Bell said live guests are better than dead ones. For sure.
True.
Mike
they do
said,
tend to talk a little bit more.
Not as bad as the half dead ones. Michael Garrow said, I'm sure you guys would have no problem getting guests. I hope so. I hope people want to be a part of it with us. Michael Williams said ity-B's version of footprints in the sand, 1 step forward, 3 steps back, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and JJ scream and put me down. Gary Miller said the band said, hey, Johnny.
Hey, what's up?
Robert Spears, thankful for the shout out. We love you.
Man, we would really, both on both accounts, love to come see the band play. And yeah, that'd be cool.
Where are they?
Nashville.
Oh, that's in Nashville.
Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they were traveling.
No, well, they travel around the Nashville area. Yeah, so.
Robert Spears said, thanks, Mike. We'll be doing another one on Wednesday. So another podcast Wednesday at 8 Eastern. You can watch it live on YouTube or download it from any podcast.
That is the cool thing. Those guys it's a video podcast as well. So it's on YouTube, and go check them out. They're talented dudes. Very cool podcast.
Mike said that he caught them on Instagram Live. He said his screen name on there is Old School Garage.
Nice.
Lizzie said she's loving the pick. Guys, likes and loves. If you would, let us know where Johnny stands on this pick. Let me zoom in for you.
Maybe I don't like it.
Jeff Bell said, Cousin Johnny, that there's an RV, Gary. Eddie and I are taking it with us when we leave here next month.
Shitter's full.
Oh, your cousin, Pam Goslin,
hey.
says she lives in Tennessee.
Oh.
So we could go visit her too.
Wow, how cool.
Look at all the fun things we could do in Tennessee.
Yeah, man.
I would love it.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I feel like if we lived more central, it would be easier to get to all these places. We need to move. Let's go up to North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's a little closer to other things. Yeah, this one's coming out pretty cool.
Well, I have my most important family here as well.
You do. I know. We would just take them with us.
Actually, that would be pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm. Pack them all up.
Yeah. I don't know how down they would be.
Look at the detail without the detail.
Right.
Let me zoom in on that so people can see what you're doing. So again, anyone who knows Johnny's art or is familiar with his art knows that this is a typical Johnny design. This fashion of drawing, the way he does it is just different than what other people are doing.
I don't know if it's
I think
different.
It is different. You can totally tell that this is a Johnny Jalopy design. Even when it is posted on someone else's page as their own. We know it's a Johnny Jalopy design. Joe Lombardo said, was there any ever thought of all the custom car builders collaborating on a super build like Iron, Restoration, Bitch and Rise, Texas Metal, the Master Ian, designed by Johnny, flaked it by Lit Daddy Roth, and of course painted by Gene Winfield. Yeah, collaborations like that would be killer.
Wouldn't it?
Kevin Johnson said, great look on the Sketchy, real neat visual appearance. I'm digging it. Tracy Cordville is joining us.
What up, Tracy?
He says, hey guys, we are finally here.
How's
I've missed you the past 2 weeks. All the guys here are watching from the shelter too.
Oh, nice.
Hello, everyone
hey, everybody.
at the shelter. Welcome.
You're warm and getting all fed up, and you got good stuff going on. And
you got fun people there to hang out with.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Kevin Byron said this would make a great 4-color t-shirt. It would. Or a cool sticker, something. Joe Lombardo said family is family, but only Jersey has the #1 tomato pies. Here we go. We're going to be up there for those tomato pies.
We'll find out soon.
Russ Randall said it needs a P.
A P.
P. Where?
Oh! Good catch, man.
Johnny Jalopy.
I got Jalopy.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Spelling is not a strength.
Hey.
You're the first to admit it.
I am not a great speller.
He's not. But that, I mean, obviously you know how to spell jalopy.
Yeah, that was weird. That happened.
And Russ is always the one who finds it.
Yeah.
Attention to detail, man. He's on point.
Uh-oh.
Digging it. Oh, are you having trouble finding the layer now? P-Y. There you go. Good job, buddy. You did it. Very cool. So wherever it's cold right now, look at this hot rod design with the surfboards on it.
Yeah,
and just know,
how's that make you warmer?
He's heading towards the beach because summer is quickly approaching, guys.
It really is.
It's already starting in Florida. We're going to be blowing it on up north for you all. Russ Randall said, sorry, guys. He spelled it Soorie.
Yeah, that's right.
Michael Williams said, I don't know about a super large collaboration. An elephant is a mouse designed by a committee.
Right.
Any collaboration that Johnny's a part of, he's blessed to be a part of. So anyone who wants to, I mean, you've sketched up concept designs for clients.
Well, lots of people.
Yeah. So
I don't think they're talking about that. It's where all those people would come together and be collectively
involved,
design something. It just, I think the problem would be there would be so many.
Well, there was a thing that you designed that Ian built that Roth's kid came out and did the paint for, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or provided paint?
Provided paint.
Provided paint. He didn't paint it, but it was their stuff, right?
Space Junkie.
Yeah. So that was a three-way collaboration.
Not really.
No?
No. I'm
reaching.
You are reaching.
I'm reaching.
But that's
I am
you.
a reacher.
That is you.
It really is. I was trying and tie something together and you look at me like, no, that is not how.
Not even close.
Sorry. Kevin said, still winter here. 56 yesterday will be the high of 10 degrees tomorrow. Oh, well, it's coming. It is coming. And this little surf wagon here is going to be the start of it. This is summer coming. Look at the warm colors in it. Let me zoom in on that. What are you doing, like a patina? Look at that.
We're adding a little silliness to it.
Super cool.
Silliness to it.
I love it. I love the front wheels, how it's not really like they're so super sketchy.
Right? Kind of in motion a little bit.
Digging it. We still have 25 viewers tuned in. Howard Pierpont said, nice, 45 minutes. I know, Howard. You might have missed the beginning, but we're trying to keep this a little on the short side so we can get some rest tonight. We're both just recovering from not feeling well. Tracy said, I saw a full custom garage show, and in the background was a picture of Johnny 5 on Ian's wall.
Yeah.
I paused the TV and took a shot with my camera. So awesome to see a full custom garage show with that on the wall.
He does remark a lot of times that's his favorite build.
Does he still have it up in the new shop?
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Because it was up in the old shop.
Mm-hmm.
So he moved it purposely.
Yeah.
Aw, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Johnny's putting a little bit of shine on here. A little bit of shine on that chrome. Do you remember that was like my biggest hurdle? When you took me to my first car show, I was like, look at these rat rods with pieces missing and rust and then they had like immaculate wheels. Like, why would they waste the money on nice wheels and put it on these trashy cars? And you're like, these are not trashy cars. These are works of art. Do you remember?
I do.
And it really wasn't until we kept going and going and going that I really appreciated the beauty of them.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it wasn't even just what they looked like, but it was the respect for the people who were putting them together, because we ourselves had our 51 Chevy Raquel, and we were kind of doing the same thing. We were piecing things together and, just making it work. And she didn't look brand new. She didn't have a new paint job, but she was fun. She was fun, and we just had the best time, and we were just a couple with a car. And it really made me appreciate some of the older cars as well. And to this day, when I see one, it kind of takes me back to where I started with my car.
Learning
Yeah.
about it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That was the fun part, is that
I know.
we were learning together, and then you were picking up on stuff, and and then just the cuteness of some of your naiveness to it. That part's always fun.
Yeah. Joe Lombardo said Ian said that the Johnny 5 was probably his favorite build. Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, I feel pretty grateful that that's how he feels about it too.
Mike Virtue said, got to give those guys huge props. Being able to weld on rusty metal is tough. Yes, I would imagine it would be. Lizzie said, Ronnie Setzer's having a car show here next month in downtown Dade City on the 5th of March. So come on down. We have done that downtown show. Oh, no, we didn't do it wasn't Dade City. It was
we did Dade City before. It was Plant City.
Plant City. That's what I'm thinking of. Is that the same thing?
Maybe it is.
Downtown Dade City? Maybe it's not.
It'd be fun to do, though.
Yeah. All righty.
How much time we got?
We're done. Whenever you're done, we're at
I'm
45
saying,
minutes.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's only 10:15 right now. Crazy. Wow. I might be in bed by 11. Who knew? Yeah, we'd like to get over to one of Ronnie's shows. It's been a long time since we've been to one of his shows. Joe Lombardo said, my 50 Pontiac has been running every day. No lights, but she's my favorite ride. Her name is Estelle. That's nice. So cool. Yeah, we always had the lights. It was the brakes we lost at one point. Do you remember that, Ron?
Very much lost that. Yeah,
oh my
I remember
goodness.
that.
That was a long. Where were we coming from? Daytona? Was it a Daytona?
No, we went up to Zephyr Hills.
Oh, Zephyr Hills.
We went up to Zephyr. Did we go to Zephyr? Why did we go to Zephyr? There was a show there. It was like they had a show there, and the brakes went out.
No, we were coming up from Webster.
You're right. It was Webster.
They had a swap meet out in Webster that we went to go find some parts and stuff for her.
Well, they had a car show too, and we had entered it in that.
And we were on our way home, and no brakes. So this was there was really no shifting. It wasn't a standard transmission, but you were downshifting. It was
an automatic,
right?
But
there was a power glide, but you were shifting down.
Yeah, because I had zero brakes.
I know.
So we drove however far that is to here,
40 miles,
running red lights and near misses, and
it was tough to slow that car down. That was
think?
Yeah, it was crazy. Lizzie said, I would love to meet you two. I know, gosh, Lizzie's been a fan for so long, and we have not ever met her.
No.
We did go to one show that you were supposed to be at.
That's true.
And you were not there.
Where were you?
We missed you. Shaggy LeBlanc is joining us. Welcome.
Mr. LeBlanc.
Shaggy is an awesome fabricator. If you don't know him, go check out his work. He just did, and I'm going to forget the name, Motorama.
Yeah.
What was the name of the show he did the trophies for?
Autorama.
Sure
did. He sure did.
Is it Autorama?
Sure did.
I think it's Autorama.
Mm-hmm.
But
you tell him.
He did. He designed the trophies for that show, and they came out fantastic. So, yeah, go check him out. Joe Lombardo said, brakes. Who needs brakes? Lost mine on the last ride, but hey, it's Jersey. Nobody stops for shit. You're right. Okay, let me zoom in on this, and we'll look at the final product here. Oh, sweet. Love it. Here's a little bit of summer for you guys. Summer sun.
Summer.
Did you sign it?
Nope, doing that right now.
He's signing it. Guys, season 5 already. This is episode 7. And like I said, my brother's coming into town. They may be on the show next week if we can get them on here. Possibly. We'll see. I honestly have not even really talked with him much this year. Birthdays, holidays, and that's about it. And it's usually just a few minute conversation. He has 2 teenagers. As you know, if anybody who watched last year when they were here, he had his son on the show with us who does racing. And I'm not even sure if he raced this year. I know they work at Wall Stadium on the weekends up in New Jersey. And yeah, I'm not sure if his son was racing this year or not. So we'll have to ask, and we'll get everybody caught up.
But there you go.
Russ Randall said, very cool. Paul Marziani said, good night, all. We appreciate you guys
That's a
checking
quick
in
one,
with us.
but we appreciate you hanging in.
Tracy said, the guys are going crazy watching the sketch. Yeah, this one came out sweet. We appreciate all of you tuning in tonight to watch this with us and hang out with us. Lizzie's digging it. She says, awesome pick. So season 5, episode 7. There you go. What are you going to call this one? Hot Rod?
No, you tell me.
JJ Hot Rod Surf. Guys, $20 for this, by the way. Comes 11 by 17.
You just saw it drawn.
Full color. You just saw it drawn.
In front of you.
And every other Sketchy Live print available on our site as well for the last, we're in season 5, so the last 4 full seasons are also available for $20. In addition, on the website, and you see the ticker at the bottom of the screen here, we have hats, we have beanies, we have shirts, we have stickers, and there's so much other cool art dating back years. Like, I think I saw one on there from 2013, so almost 10 years ago. You can see where Johnny's art was 10 years ago. Some cool stuff, though, too.
And there's a lot, if you go in, there's some standard sketches, which are stuff where I've actually had time to work on stuff. It's not an hour, let's get a sketch done. So remember, this sketchy stuff that you see, the whole concept of Sketchy Live came out of me just trying to work on getting faster at doing a full rendering or a full drawing of something. So this is really my sketchy artwork. It's not. I mean, we've done some detailed stuff, but this is definitely the sketchier of that type of stuff. So.
Right. All right, guys. Well, there you have it.
Yeah, let me pop you into real quick. We'll go. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, but there you go. Did you get us on full view?
Yep.
So there's your sketch.
Nice.
Yeah. And we'll post it up so you can see it better, and it'll be available. $20. 17 by 11 prints come. And again, there's a ton of prints. And of course, merchandise, merch, hats, stickers. As you can see in front of you, new beanies are here before it starts to warm up. Get your beanies. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Another fun Monday night in the books.
In the books.
So I am Johnny Jalopy, and with me, as always, my beautiful wife, ity-B. We'll see you guys next Monday, and don't forget to stay sketchy.